Alrighty, welcome to our Design Coven product training for this month of September. I'm super excited. I have my friend Jessica with us today, who is also an interior designer,
Mhm.
and she created a company called Trade Furnishings, which is really amazing. I'm going to let her describe all of it, but it's right in alignment with our pillar of sustainability and also community. Yeah, so I'm going to let Jessica kind of take it away. We did a podcast episode that was released on Tuesday, so you can get more of Jessica's story. But maybe just do a brief little intro about you, what you do in
Sure.
design, and then a bit about how this came about. And then if you have a presentation or if you want to kind of show us around the website, the floor is yours.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, good morning and thanks for having me, Rachel.
Of course.
This is my first time doing this, so Trade Furnishings is very new. But I have been a designer for 22 years and I graduated from Design Institute and I love my job. I'm a residential designer. I love how it's always something new and interesting. It's never a boring job. And there's so many angles to this job. So I love it. But in all my years, I kept noticing, you know, uh, I'm very much customer service oriented. And even though technically our clients may be signing contracts that say, look, if we special order something for you, it can't be returned. Um, there's always a side of me that I want to help my client or I want to make them happy, of course. So once in a while, an item doesn't work or they don't like it, or maybe it was my fault and I ordered the wrong size, which I have totally done. Um, or I didn't do a cutting for approval and it was the wrong color or something. And then all what was happening is all of these little, well, not necessarily little, but all of these perfectly good items were kind of being just set aside at the office and thinking, well, it's a great item. Maybe we can use it for something else. So as years had gone by, I kept thinking, this is crazy. There are so many great designers in San Diego, and if I could only get the word out to them and say, hey, I have this great visual comfort fixture, or I have this 8 yards of perfectly good Schumacher fabric and I didn't use it and it's just sitting here. Maybe another designer needs it. So that was kind of the inspiration for Trade Furnishings. And it was a long road to get here. I kind of had the idea 10 years ago, and I had, I went to friends and asked for advice and opinions on starting a website. And, 10 years ago, it probably was very different to start a website. And I was told, it's really expensive and how are you going to handle this? And how are you going to handle that? And then a couple of years ago, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. I believe in it and I'm so passionate about it. And I think that is the greatest foundation for anything anyway. Is I really am passionate about trade furnishings and I think it makes such good sense. And I just went for it. I called up a guy that does websites and I said, can we do this? And he said, yes. And of course, that's the second step, right? You need somebody else that can help you and someone else that believes in you. So we did it, and I'm really, really excited. This is all about helping each other. This website is for designers only. I really, really want to support designers because I could easily just open up these products to the public. But the idea is to basically move product and help out each other. Um, as Rachel, your angle, and it is very important. It's about, not taking it saves money, it saves times, it saves the carbon footprint. We're not sending it back to the company for restocking purposes. And, It's just, it makes sense to me. So I'm really, really happy to finally be able to share it. It's so exciting. So I'm loving it and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Any questions about that?
Yeah, where do you house all this stuff? Like what is your operating like procedure if somebody wanted to buy something from your site?
So it's in its infancy. So the first step is everything is online right now. And when we go through the website, you'll see most designers will probably post things. They might still have an item sitting in their office. They're just going to post it themselves. And then it'll still stick in your office for a while, but hopefully another designer will go on, scroll, see it, buy it, and then um, it will be picked up from wherever you're housing the product and it will go to the next designer. I do have a storage facility. So there's what's called trade concierge. And with that, if it's a bigger item and you don't want it hanging around your office, I will pick it up, I'll store it, I'll post it for you, and then hopefully it will be purchased that way. So at the moment, I don't have a facility where designers can just come and look. At the moment, it is just strictly online, but as this grows, and I would really love, my goal is to get a storefront so then it can be easy for designers to come in and shop because we all love to touch and feel. So that's the goal. So I'm just taking the steps and see how everything grows. Anyone else?
Are you gonna take us through the website?
I am. So,
I think that
okay.
will
So
probably give some clarity and then probably prompt some more questions.
it will definitely help. Okay. So what is the best way in your experience, Rachel, to do this? Do you guys want to hop on to your own or?
No, I think if you share your screen and then you can guide us through your screen, getting on your website and showing us, kind of giving us a tour of how to navigate it. And then
Okay.
how do we create an account? How do we upload a photo? How do we sell? How do we buy?
Okay. So let's see. And so bear with me because I have not done this before. And so my view of the website, well, let me go to
Are
the
you able to
website.
just get on as a viewer? Or if you
Yes.
want, if it makes it easier, I can get on and share my screen and you can talk.
Sign up.
Nope. Are you frozen?
Is everybody else have Rachel frozen?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, there, you're good.
Is it better? Can you guys see me or hear me?
Now I can hear you now. Can everyone else hear you?
Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Chelsea says
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Okay.
So did you want me to share my screen? Did you want to share your screen?
I think share your screen because it'll be easier to show the sign-in process.
Let me get online.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm on the home page. And if you want to guide me as to where
Okay.
to go.
So you can see at a glance, you can kind of scroll through and you can see products that are already there. This is the fun part. And you're supposed to see it and go, oh, I want to buy that.
Yeah, like I use these all the time.
Oh, I know. I love those penny tiles.
They're really
Those
pretty.
big, fat, chunky pennies.
The chunky ones.
And so once you're done scrolling, so you can go back all the way up to the top, or you can do it right there also. It says request access. So this is an important part of the website because it's meant for designers. The login or the sign up process is first you have to submit a seller's permit. I mean, you have to create an account.
Yeah, so we go
It's
here and we create, well, I can just create an account right now, right?
Yeah, and it's completely free to do this, everybody. Perfect, yes. And I think that's a really good point too, because I've even spoken with designers that have a store. And it makes sense for them too, because it's just another avenue for them to sell their item, even if they have it in their store. Sometimes you just want to move product. Perfect. And then, so when this process happens, then I will get a notification.
Just thinking for whatever reason, this computer doesn't let me open up and upload files. So I'm gonna have to email you my seller's permit.
Oh, that's fine. And it's fine because it doesn't make you do it. And then I'll know on my end. So, this is funny doing this with two different screens.
And then I see you have Humble Design down here. Do you do stuff with them, or what's the affiliation?
So the affiliation is at a certain point, it's going to, if an item is with trade for too long, if it's a concierge item, which means that I am in possession of the item, if I have it for too long, then I needed an option. I needed an organization to be able to donate it to. So I paired with Humble Design. They were thrilled to pair with me, of course, because they want furnishings, and that's the scoop. I'm never going to give something away without obviously contacting the designer that posted the item. But sometimes it comes to that. We just have something for too long and it's just, let's just get rid of it. Okay, Rachel, I'm going to approve you. So then you have full access. There you are.
So it says the little wheel is still going. Should I just go into the login page?
Oh, hold on just a second. Let me approve you and see what happens when it. Usually I don't have to do this under pressure. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, sorry. Like,
no, not at all. I'm teasing. It's just you guys have to wait for me to approve it. But it is an important part. I want to protect designers. So doing this is very important to me. All right. You should be approved.
Is it just my email? Okay.
There you go. Okay, so on this screen, this is perfect because you can see there's one block to the left. It says sell on trade. So this is where you would post your own item. And then the block on the right is trade concierge. And so it explains if you're too busy to post the item, let me do the work for you. So it's basically an online consignment for designers. So the difference between these two is, one, you're handling things as far as posting is concerned, and you're keeping the item, versus trade concierge, where I'm picking up the item from you and I'm going to take care of the advertisement. It'll be on, I'll do the posting. It'll be on Instagram. And then the consignment difference is, if you sell it on trade yourself, it's 20%. If you use trade concierge, it's 40% of consignment. So those are the two differences. You can go either route. Rachel, just
Yeah.
do sell on trade maybe.
Okay. Okay.
So here's where you enter in your item name. Should we just make something up? I mean,
Sure. Can we make something up?
yeah, just put, cravat fabric or something. And so when it comes to pricing, so the idea is that you're going to price it not with a markup. You're going to price it for, the idea is not to price it for any more than what you have into it. So it's still wholesale. Maybe you want to put what you have in shipping in the cost. Maybe not. Maybe, if you have your own business, you can write certain things off. You can write certain bad debt off. But it's not to mark it up as you would with a client. It is to kind of just move the product. I spent $60 on it. I'm going to post it for 58 because I want to just sell this. You can post it for less, of course, if you want. You really want to move the item, $40, come take it, get rid of it quickly. So, but the idea is not to mark it up as you would for a client.
What's the difference between price and discounted price?
So the price could be that you have $400 into it, but you're going to sell it for $100.
Oh, okay. So then the discount is what I'm selling it at?
Yeah, sell it for $25. Oh, okay. $58.
$5. It's fun to get rid of this. And then we just pick what it is.
Yes. And that's the item number. Yeah, exactly.
New, unused.
Perfect. Actually, I love seeing you do it because I've done it so many times myself during the process. It's fun to see a user go through it. Now the pressure's on you for the details. And obviously your fabric won't have a depth or a height. You don't have to fill those things
Okay.
out.
And then cravat and then publish.
Perfect.
Oh, and I didn't put a picture, but you could put a photo.
That's okay. Yeah. So you would upload a photo and then so this is your dashboard. So then it starts to tell you what items you have on there, what you're selling it for. My phone is blowing up from all your and so that's it. That it's as easy as that. And you can kind of, if it's a small item and it's not really bothering you, it's just tucked away and, in your office or under your bed. I have things literally behind my sofa. Then it's there. It's just out there and it's kind of post and don't worry about it. You can go online and check it. When it does sell, then you will get a notification. And then because this is all still in its infancy, I will actually be the one to come pick it up from you at the moment. I mean, if it's an item that I can get, I mean, obviously I'll have professional movers. If it's a large sofa or any sofa, connect with Stripe, you can do that later. I don't even think you have to do it. You're getting an error message.
Paid, right? I mean, how should we get paid?
Correct. So you're right. I think you do have to connect to get paid.
Give me an error when I
And
went to connect with
I
it.
know, I see that. I'll have to talk to him about that.
Okay.
Um, but it's not, Stripe doesn't have to happen right away. But yeah, so as soon as the item switches hands, I can pick it up from you. I deliver it from the other, or I deliver it to the other designer. Then, and I'm going to try to do that quickly, just within a week, because I
Okay.
want to expedite these items. And then you will get you'll get 20% after, once the 20% commission is taken out, then you will get the remaining amount put into your account.
And does that happen once the trade-off happens, or does it happen like
Yes.
once a month, or?
It happens when the trade-off happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So, and then if you, let's see what else. Oh, and then of course the website has, I think it has a very good FAQ section, because of course there are going to be lots of questions for this. If for some reason somebody, there's a map, if you scroll down a little bit more, to kind of show there are different, so how this works is when you're buying something. So Rachel, let's just say you're in zone 4, you're the furthest away.
Uh,
Um, I'll only deliver to this area. Outside of this area, you're kind of on your own if you purchase an item. But the idea again is that it's for local designers. So if you're in zone 4, the delivery fee is going to be just a little bit more than if you're in zone 1. And when you check out, when you purchase an item, it will tell you. So you'll know when you purchase an item how much. So the buyer pays for the delivery.
Okay.
The seller does not pay for a delivery.
And we spoke about this on the website, on the website, on the podcast, that if you are outside of one of these zones, and let's say you're going to come to San Diego because you're visiting, you would coordinate with you as far as that transfer. Like if you're purchasing something and you live in Arizona and you're going to come to San Diego and pick up.
Absolutely. Yes.
Do they just email you, or how do you get in contact?
Yes. So absolutely. So I can be contacted through the website. I wish I could have my phone number on there, but I was advised to not have my phone number on the website. But you can email me through the website if that's the case. Absolutely. All designers are welcome to use this. Rachel, you and I spoke about it on the podcast. Hopefully in the future, then I'll start spreading to other cities. And so, if you're a designer in San Diego, it's very likely you have a job in LA. So then you'll have that LA resource, you'll have this resource. So any designer can use the website. Absolutely. Yeah. So lots of FAQs. I try to go over everything. We do have that, you're on the screen where it says selected used. You had asked me about that, Rachel, before, if there are any items that are kind of antique items or old but good items. So the idea of the premise of trade furnishings is to buy and sell those new unused items. But sometimes, and my example on the website even is, a client has brown Jordan furniture that's 15 years old and they just want something new and they want to get rid of their brown Jordan furniture. Well, it's perfectly good. You can have it refinished. You can get new slats on it. It's definitely a good item. And this is where the environment comes in place, right? Because then this brown Jordan furniture can get a new home. So, and because this website is for designers, we have resources that we have refinishers, we have upholsterers, we have, handymen that work with us that could fix a broken, iron piece. Yeah. So that's the idea. So it's a special section, but I definitely wanted to include those special items. And I think another important part of this website is I don't accept anything from Pottery Barn or West Elm, nothing retail. There's nothing wrong with any of those companies at all, but the idea of this again is just for designers to move those products that, we can't necessarily, they were custom ordered, or, they're perfectly good items. I was telling Rachel during our podcast, I think, we have a brand new Hancock and Moore recliner sitting in our office, and it's, it's like a $9,000 chair, and it's brand new. I mean, that's a perfectly good item that needs a home. It is in black chenille, but I mean, hey, but it's been sitting there for probably 10 years.
Oh my God.
So,
So when you say like you only take certain lines or certain vendors, how do we know that we fall into that vendor? Was it in that drop down where we selected the brand?
no, it just needs to be something that you purchased as a wholesale item. So just not a retail item. If you're shopping online and anybody can buy it, that's not really what
What
I'm
about
wanting
like
to.
what about like visual comfort? Because
Absolutely.
the public can buy direct versus, going through a designer.
Right. But designers, and I know they do a tiered discount. But if you're buying that item wholesale, absolutely, you can absolutely take a lot of the products on there are visual comfort. Because if you're a designer, you're getting it with a trade price. And
Yeah, I'm just
um,
trying to differentiate between like a Pottery Barn where we do get a discount, which is the same discount as visual comfort. Like what makes that different? Just so that we know like what is kosher.
yes, you're right. I guess people can buy visual comfort direct. I don't know. I know a lot of companies
Yeah,
carry.
they sell on their website directly to the trade and the showroom. Anyone can go in and just buy it.
I think the important part is I want it to be, and maybe visual comfort is a little bit of a gray area,
Mhm.
but I think for the most part, it's going to be items that, I guess clients can purchase Brown Jordan online as well. I just don't want it to be like a big box store place for swapping around. I want it to be special. I want it to be good quality products that designers know. So, we're really familiar. Most of us are really familiar with visual comfort, and, we can trust the product. We know how, we know how, we know the quality of that product. I didn't want big boxed items kind of hanging around.
Yeah. So I guess,
I
I
want
mean, I
it to be
guess
special.
we could just email you and say, hey, does this qualify?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Or do you
Yeah,
want me to go into other pages here? Oh, Alex has a question.
sorry.
Yes.
So do you have to approve every item that is being published on the website, or does that just automatically happen whenever we go to post?
It automatically happens when you go to post. Certainly, if again, going back to Pottery Barn as an example, if a Pottery Barn sofa is posted, I might be like, oh, so sorry. We have to, again, and this is, I want this to be a very personal experience between, this is just little me here, and this is you. I want it to be very personal, and I'm all about communicating with you. And I just might let you know, like, hey, Alex, sorry, we're not going to take Pottery Barn sofas right now. But we'll take, Jessica Charles. But so I will communicate with you certainly, but the item will go up. If it's an item that you're not sure about or that it's not accepted, I'll let you know. But I think once it starts going, I think people will get into the groove of things.
For sure. Well, thank you, Alex. Anyone
All
else?
right. Anybody else?
No, but this is a great idea. It's like thread up for a designer. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know I'm very excited about it.
I may have missed it, but how long did you say the website's been up?
Oh gosh, it officially launched, I think, like in July.
Brand new.
Exciting.
It's brand new. So yeah, like when you were looking at the stripe, I'm like, oh, I need to talk to him about that. It's, gosh, if anybody ever starts a website, just give me a call because it's funny because I don't know, because I'm a designer, maybe I was extra specific. I don't know, but I wanted this to work very smoothly. So when you guys do sign up, and if you see a little something like, that didn't make sense, again, let me know, because this is a learning process. This is an adventure. And, it will grow. It may take a left turn here. Who knows? Maybe in 5 years, I'll be like, I'll take Pottery Barn sofas. Why not? And I think that that's important for me as a business owner and going through this adventure. That's kind of how I want to be. I want to be fluid with it and just see what happens. And, but this is the vision, and the vision is to help designers, and the vision is to have a storefront that designers can shop and get this great product out there and, and moving along.
And
Cool.
how many designers do you have currently signed up with your program?
That's a good question. I think I only have maybe, I think I probably have about 10 designers signed up right now. So,
Did you see
yeah.
mine? Because mine is spinning like Rachel's screen was the register.
Oh, maybe because we were on the call, I didn't, like I said, my
You're
phone
not
was.
actively checking it. No, I'm sure, but I just want to make sure before I navigate away from this page
Are
that
you Hello 93?
hello at aligned by Alexandra is my email.
Okay, let me check it out. We'll do it right now, girl. It's okay. Oh, I see you. Okay, I'm going to approve you.
Thank you. I'll navigate away from this. Okay. Because I think I have some things I'm already churning for you.
Oh, I love that. Good. Amazing.
Cool.
Okay, just one more second and you're going to be approved.
Then have you connected with ASID and maybe doing like a IPs, like a partner?
I am an ASID industry partner.
Oh, cool.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I am doing that, and I need to go to more meetings.
Yeah,
But
I would definitely go to meetings just so that
yeah,
people know that exists. Because the more designers that we have on there, the more access. I mean, the more inventory we can pick through.
yes, definitely. Yes, I went to it's funny, so there was a huge industry partner gathering it was a brewery. Can't think of the name of the brewery on
Alesmith.
Oh,
right?
at Alesmith. Yes. Did you go?
Yeah, I was there. I saw you. You had your
Oh,
table
okay.
and you had the light.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. So it's so funny because when I signed up for that and then I walked in that day, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, my eyes were just so big. I was like right next to Kohler and it was kind of funny, but it was the right place for sure. I mean, that's what it's all about. And who knows? I mean, I might have some Kohler product. I have a Brizzo grab bar of all things that a client didn't want. Believe it or not, he's like, no, I just want like the plain like industrial ones. And I'm like,
I'm like, oh my God.
like you don't want the beautiful one that matches all of your other hardware. So, so those are the items that I need to put those on there actually. But yeah. So yeah, ASID is amazing. And so I think there's an event coming up next week.
Yeah, we have the board installation on the 27th. What is that, next or a couple Wednesdays from now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
It's so are you all just newer designers or how
Oh yeah,
tell
you
me
guys can
about you
share who
guys.
you are. You can just unmute yourself.
Who wants to go first?
Or I'm gonna put
Okay.
you in the spotlight.
Yes, I'm a newer business owner. I started my business in March. It's called Aligned Design. But I've been in the design industry for almost a decade now.
Oh,
So
okay.
most of my experience is in flooring, window treatments, paint, but I recently got into furnishings, which like furnishing sales. I worked at Serena and Lily for a year.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
have catapulted me into doing the whole thing on my own because I'm like, well, if I'm doing this for essentially free for them, you know. So now I'm on my own and I'm loving every minute of it, but it has its challenges for sure. And one of those challenges is, oh crap, I can't return this. And I can't
Yes.
it because I made a mistake because I'm still so fresh. So
Yes. Well, don't feel badly about that because I was telling Rachel there are these beautiful Cravat Bunny Williams tables on the website. I messed that up. They are way too big in scale, but they're the most gorgeous tables. So, yeah, I mean, we all live and learn, and this makes it easy, right? I mean, a little easier when you do make a mistake.
this is like it takes that layer of, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do away? Like, okay,
Exactly.
leave it in. And I love that you're willing to like consign the or like do the concierge too, because I live in a 900 square foot apartment. Like I don't have space to, you
Right.
know, and a bunch of little things that they start piling up. It's overwhelming. So it's definitely,
Yes.
I see the value in this. Yes, I'm very excited about this.
Good. That makes me feel good because again, going back to that customer service part, I want to please my clients. I want to just be I don't want to be a designer that says, "No, I'm sorry. You paid for that. That's yours." You know, who wants to say that? I want to say, "You know what? Yes, I'll take it back." And then to know that there's another avenue that I can take care of it and, get it sold, hopefully. So,
But at the same
good. Well,
time, still make them sign and let them know. And then
yes, yes. Yeah, always have that just in case. But
what you
yeah,
guys
it does
stuff.
make it a little bit easier to know, "Oh, at least I have an avenue here I can take." Well, good, Alex. Well, congratulations. And I'm sure you're be very successful.
I look
I
forward to
love I I love meeting other designers.
I know it's a great community here in San Diego. I really love it.
Yeah. Well, I know, me too. And I love what Rachel's doing and getting everybody together.
Oh my gosh, this group in general, I attribute a lot of my leaping to as well because this group is just so supportive and so many different like paths and inspiring stories and everything. So it's been great.
Yes. Yeah, we should all learn from each other. Be a community.
Sure. Chelsea, do you want to share about yourself?
Cool. So I actually went to school for fashion and then decided to change over to interior design. So worked in New York. I'm from the East Coast originally, so I'm from New Jersey. Moved to New York for 4 years. Worked at in product development at Rag and Bone for a few years,
Okay.
and then moved to California for a slower paced living. Did a little e-com on the side for some wellness companies, and then decided to launch my own company in January. So
Wow, exciting. What is the name of your company again? Do I have
it's
it?
Chelsea Interior Design.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, easy.
Nice.
But yeah, my dad is actually a grocery store interior designer, so I've like weirdly had it in my blood for a really long time, but have always been like, I don't want to design grocery stores.
I remember that assignment in design school. We had to design a grocery store. Yes,
It's
good
tricky. I
choice,
have had to
Chelsea.
do it. I was like consulted for a grocery store, and there's been a couple just because my husband's in the food industry, but they're also kind of exciting. There's some really cool stuff, and my husband's always wanted to like have his own little market. So I've always got like, oh,
There's
I know
such a need for it out here, I feel like I
there's
keep
some
telling
cute
my
little markets.
Ooh,
Totally.
Rachel, I see something in your future.
I don't know, but there are some cute little markets, especially up here in Encinitas. There's a couple in particular.
Little boutique market. I like that.
Super
I
sweet.
mean, look at Erewhon. Erewhon's like the empire of grocery stores. I always use that for my dad. I'm like, look at Erewhon. Such a cool
I don't even,
grocery
do we have that in San Diego?
LA,
Oh, okay.
but it's a cool
I'll
one.
have to check that out. And
You're
then
gonna
I'll
pay
think of you,
$40
Jesse.
for like a plate of food, but it'll be the best plate of food you ever ate.
Okay, I'm gonna seek that out. I'll think of you.
All right, Nicole.
Hello. I also went to DI a long time ago and
Me too, girl. Me too.
didn't really do anything with it and went into marketing, like back into marketing, which was my first degree. And just kind of living and working in a corporate world for a decade. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. My husband and I opened up a small retail shop in Hillcrest, and we help manage a boutique hotel. But there's always just been, which is amazing working for myself, but there's always just been something missing. And so looking into like, how can I get back into interior design and looking at different ways. And then a little over a year ago, Rachel launched Design Coven. And so that was just like a really good gateway for me to get my confidence back, just since it has been so long since I studied design. Yeah, so I launched my company, I guess a year ago, but it took me a long time to like work through everything and slowly getting smaller projects here and there. But it's been really fun. And I'm glad that I kind of almost waited this long to get back into it, because I'm appreciating it a lot more, and just myself too. Like, I've changed so much from 14 years ago, you know, when I went to school. And so I think my aesthetic is different. Just the appreciation for sustainability now. And
yes.
Yeah. And I think I remember meeting you at, Rachel, it was at that like it was like a smaller kind of like a trade thing at a stone yard, like a really gorgeous one.
Oh, Petra Stone. Oh yes, you were at the Hollywood
Yes.
and then either.
And I remember hearing about the company you were launching.
Yes.
I was like so excited, like waiting for
Yes.
it to happen. So congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, I do remember. I remember you ladies being there. Yeah, they have another one coming up soon.
Yes.
Janelle, Holly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Sasha.
Yeah, hello, Jessica. This is my second career actually after moving to US. I graduated from the San Diego Master College, and I used to work in big media holdings in my country for fashion magazines, for TV, and now since the language kind of barrier, and I could not do the same as I did in my country. I was cheating my passion. What I was thinking about, it was mine passion, interior design.
Oh, there we go. It froze up.
Oh, it froze.
So I worked for Perch for a year as a store design planner. Then I was kind of like, okay, I'm done with this corporation work. Because it was kind of same loop, but in another.
Oh, I think she's frozen again. Might
Oh,
just
no.
I was frozen, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. It might just be the internet connection.
Yeah, so corporation, I understood not for me, like big companies. So, and I am now trying to get into the residential design. or to start my own business. So I'm kind of in this again loop where I need some more confidence, experience,
Sure.
but to work for somebody, they want with experience 5 years plus, you know,
Yeah.
and paying $30 per hour at the most, you know, and just like kind of okay. And you have a competition here. I don't know. In San Diego, there are lots of interior designers, so it's a really competitive market.
But there's a lot of jobs too. So
Yeah, I know, but I mean that I mean to work probably for yourself, it's a
yeah.
better way
Mhm.
to the like recent students, because being a student and being out of school, even though you have passion, even though you have all these technical skills, you have these barriers that you don't have experience.
Mm.
And like, okay, what I'm going to do with that? So it's like that.
So you're working your way up. You're gonna
Yeah.
get there.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's so nice to really chat with all of you.
Yeah.
What a great group, Rachel.
Thanks. Yeah, everyone's really special. So yeah, so I'm sure we'll see you at like another event, the Neither
Yes.
thing, I need a post. And then if you guys have
Yeah.
questions, feel free to reach out to Jessica. As you can tell, she's super open and excited, and
Yes.
yeah, so
Jessica, one more question. So I missed something about vintage furniture. So if
Mhm.
it is no name and it's like a vintage piece, I bought recently something at the
Mhm.
vintage store. It was really good vintage store, and now I just tried on in my space and it not really working. But it's a good
Mhm.
piece. So would you take it, or you have to evaluate it?
Why don't you, yeah, I'd love to see it.
Mhm.
And why don't you can contact me through the website,
Okay.
um, and send me an image. I don't know if you can send an image to the website, but it's contact at tradefurnishings.com.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot me an email and an image and let's chat about it.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
good.
please. Thank you.
Thank
I will
you.
look forward to seeing it. And thank you all for letting me share this.
of course, we're excited for you and we want to support you. And I think
Thank
it's such a
you.
great, offering for our business. So
Yes. It's
all
all
right.
about helping each other. So thank you.
Alrighty. Have a beautiful week. We'll see you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.